Hello everyone, and today we have Sukhant Singh Suki with us in our first episode of Sports Chat. Hi Suki, and how are you doing?
Thank you, Rishabh. I'm very grateful to be here with you. Yeah.
Recently you finished and I would say completed one of the world's hardest marathon, the Delirious West. It's a 350-kilometer marathon and you completed it in 1 and 2 hours and 27 minutes. So how did you think of taking that challenge? Because nowadays we don't even think of taking like a kilometer run because we are too tired or like too scared to take that jump. So how did you have that motivation that you have to complete this marathon?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. And so I attempted this in 2020 and I was disqualified at 204 kilometer. I was heartbroken actually, and I was thinking, I'm a failure. I can't do it. So I had to do this again. And in 2020, just after the event, the pandemic happened. So 2 years the event didn't happen. So finally I did in 2023. And I want to tell you about this event, what it is, because it is one of the most dangerous ultra marathons in the world. But it's such a great community building event because it prepares you for life. It's like beautiful trail with lots of varieties. There are surf coasts, there are cliffs, there are mountains, and it's incredible life lessons you learn. And it says that if you finish this challenge, you won't be the same person again. Your confidence level will be all-time high. And I was going through a very low phase, and I was doing this just for my confidence building, that if I can run 350 kilometer in that jungle, I can do anything on this planet. Nothing is impossible. So I trained really hard for this challenge, and this time I was able to finish in 102 hours and 27 minutes. And the biggest challenge was 4 nights without sleep, because most people can't imagine that. And worst case, you will die there and nobody will know. It's a very isolated place. But with the help of incredible volunteers, I was able to survive for 4 nights without proper food, proper sleep. And I was able to finish this. And it's such an incredible, it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So I'm really grateful to God and to all the good karmas I did, and connect to nature, and there were wildlife, everything which is finally helped me and supported me to finish this challenge. Yeah.
So how did you prepare for this marathon? Because you said that in your previous interviews that you took 6 months to prepare for this marathon. So like, how do you prepare for it?
It's you need 6 months at least to train for such a challenge like this. And I had written in my room 350 kilometer. I'm running February 8 to 12, 2023, and I had this vision. So the 6 months training was, first step was losing 11 kilos. I lost 11 kilos in a period of 3 to 4 months. Very strict diet I had, eating just 6 o'clock dinner. Morning I had just breakfast, just apple or protein bars and replacers. That's what I had for the food. And then there was swimming once a week, training at Upper Frontry Gully twice a week, in training, doing circuit training in the gym, and cycling. So I did a lot of stuff, and it all helps you. It eventually helped me to prepare for this challenge. And the biggest advice I would give is to you have to train in the mountains, because last time I was doing in the plain road, and that was the biggest mistake I did. So you have to train in the mountains, and if you have a mountaineering background, because people who generally do this have a Army, Navy SEAL background, or they have climbed Everest, or they have done such kind of stuff, then only you will be able to finish this. Because if you train like a marathon, it's not going to finish this. So Upper Frontry Gully, I used to do 8-9 times round, up down I used to do, and it really helped me lose weight and prepare for this challenge. So yeah, you need 6 months of training at least for this.
So when you were running this race, what mental barriers did come in your way? Because it's a physical challenge, we know. You told that you had to lose a lot of weight before starting the marathon. So, but mental barriers are something which stops a person or encourages a person to just like go to their way. So what were the mental barriers you faced?
Definitely, you have such a great question because this is a mind game actually. This is a mental strength. You can have the best physique or six pack abs, but you can't do this unless you are mentally very strong. You have a resilient mind, and this challenge prepares you for your intellectual power. You know, when you run in that jungle for 4 days, you're thinking a lot of things going in your head. At times, there will be low moments and high moments, up and down, and then it's just you have to keep pushing yourself, you know, you believe in yourself. And most important, what I'm proud of, because everyone had a support crew and there were team, you need a team to build this. I was alone and myself, so I told the organizers, like, I am alone and please take care of me in case I die, you know. They said there are 120 volunteers and all are your family, and they was such a great feeling, and they were keeping an eye on me for 4 nights, that how I'm doing, because I was a spot tracker attached to you. So they were tracking me for 4 days, and anyone in the world can track you. And talking to the mind game thing, this is ultra marathon is a mental sport actually. It is a mental sport, and because you will be physically tired. There were blisters on my legs, both legs swollen, you know, whole body is in pain. You fell down and start bleeding. It's worst case, you can get a snake bite, which a lady stepped on the snake in front of me. So there could be various challenges, but how you objectify the pain and then how you push yourself beyond your limits, that is what this game prepares you for.
So as you said that you got disqualified for after 204 kilometers. Why is that? Like, what was the disqualification?
Yeah, so in 2020, I attempted this and I was not prepared for this challenge. I know this very well because this needs training. And if you go without training for a challenge like this, it's like committing suicide. So this time I'm grateful I trained well, because last time I was not prepared. I didn't knew how dangerous this is, what I'm about to do. So there are cutoffs for every checkpoints.
Okay.
And I reached a sleeping bay, peaceful bay sleep station, and I was late by just 10 minutes, and they disqualified me. I was heartbroken that I invest so much in this, and then I'm failing and everything. And the biggest problem I had was I ran out of water. That's the lesson I learned from that failure, that you can live without food, but without water in that jungle, when there's 30 degrees or 35 degrees, you will die out there. So the water I was carrying this time, enough 2 liter in my hand, 1 liter in my backpack, and then there were stations, I keep filling it. I kept coconut water, electrolytes. A lady I met in Melbourne, she left a note on me: drink a lot of electrolytes. Okay? Yeah, that's the golden rule. Electrolytes, so much important. You have to keep filling up, because without that you will die there, you know. And I remember I was last time I had some dry fruits, which is not even important. Food, like, you need some jelly bells, but water is more important. And that dry fruit got stuck on my throat, and then I was struggling, no water. I went to the beach to drink water, you know, just there, and I wasted a lot of time there. And there are also big challenge in this, that you can get easily lost. So there is a map with you, which you're following, and the organizers can see you, that where are you. But if you get lost and roam again, you will waste a lot of time. So there is a cutoff for every checkpoint. If you don't pass that, you are disqualified. So this year, I think around 25 athletes got disqualified, or some DNF, because something happened, you know. And so it is very normal. Like, worst case, bushfire can happen, snake bite can happen, you can injure yourself very badly. So little bit of luck also you need in this challenge. No matter you train so much, 1% luck you need.
Thank you everyone for watching this show, and thank you, Suki, for joining us.
Thank you. It's really a pleasure. Thank you.